Please sound like a million people for Adam Gagan.
Day 1, Dominican Republic. It's midnight. Hamdan Azhar and I are driving, minding our own business. From behind us, we see flashing lights. The cop pulls us over. He sees we're not from there, so the first thing he asks is, "Let me see your passports." To which I respond, "No tenemos los pasaportes, hombre," meaning we don't have our passports. So he says, "Well, have somebody bring them." I'm like, "Well, nobody's here with us. It's just us." He says, "All right, get out of the car." So he searches the whole car. He searches me. He searches Hamdan. Now, what he's trying to do is make things difficult for us so that I offer him a bribe. But I'm not going to do that. So there's dialogue back and forth, back and forth. He sees I'm not asking for it. He sees I'm not going to offer anything. So he pivots his strategy and he says, "Listen, do you want me to bring you some novias?" Meaning some girlfriends. And Hamdan is like, no, see? I'm like, "No, man, we don't want your women. We just want to go home." And to my surprise, this cop / pimp is like, "You know what? Just go home." So we go back to the house, okay, to the Airbnb. We pick up our passports and we roll out again, because this is day 1. It's 1 a.m. right now. So now we're in a different area, an hour later, and we get pulled over again by the same cop, all right? So now he's like, "This time, you guys really did it. You ran a red light. You made an illegal U-turn," because that's what everybody does there. He's like, "Now, I'm going to write you a ticket." So then I audibly laughed. I was like, like, what am I going to do with a ticket? He says, "Well, if I write you a ticket, you're not going to be able to fly out." I'm thinking, we don't even cross-reference our systems here. Like, what are you going to do? So, obviously, I'm not buying that. But this is what he does. He goes back to sit in his car and leaves us waiting in the car, so we get nervous. A few minutes pass by, 4, 5, 6 minutes pass by. I'm like, all right, I got to talk to this guy. So I get up, I go walk over to the cop car. For some reason, Hamdan follows me. And when I get to the cop car, I see this officer playing Angry Birds on his phone. And I say, in an effort to connect with him, I say, "Listen, I just want to go home so I too can play Angry Birds." And he looks at me, and then he looks at Hamdan. So he looks at Hamdan and he says, "Where are you from?" Hamdan says, "Oh, Pakistan." And then officer takes out his Bible. He says, "Oh, are you Muslim?" And Hamdan, he's like, yeah, like so excited, like that's gonna help us in this day and age, right? Like that's great news, right? So he's like, yeah. So the officer's like, "Why you guys blow yourself up?" And I look at him, I say, "Why your padres molest little boys?" And he's like, yeah, that's not good. They do that. You're right. And I try to get deep, right? I say, "Listen, there's bad people in like I try to give like an Aesop moral of the story. Like, look, there's bad people everywhere." And he says, "Look, I know you out here looking for women." Like he brought up women again. Now the reason he said this, there's a reason. The reason he said this is because this particular avenue in Santo Domingo, there are more prostitutes than mosquitoes, okay? And as you begin down the avenue, it's very happy and festive, and they're like, "Oye, papi, fiesta, la, la, la." And then as you continue driving down the avenue, it's a little bit more affordable, where it's like, "Hey, papi," you know? So that's kind of like the section I'm in. I'm not going to say as if for that, but I'm in that section, and I'm like, "Look, we were not looking for women." And then finally, he's done with me. So he says, "Listen, just he breaks his morals. He's like, "Look, just give me something. Just dame un regalo. Give me a gift." And I'm like, "Well, I can't do that. I feel bad." But I offered to take him out for breakfast. And he said, "No, just give me money. I'll buy my own breakfast." I said, "Look," at this point I say, "Mira, no pago prostituta y no pago a la policía." I said, "I don't pay prostitutes and I don't pay the police." And to my surprise, he said, just go, just leave." Now the next day in Dominican Republic, we're driving, mind our own business, and we get pulled over again by but different cops this time. But this guy, he's going hard. So he pulls us over. He's like, you ran something on the 911 camera. He's like, "I got to take you to the cárcel, to the jail," right? And he's like, "Or you could just pay the fine right here." And I said, "No, take us to jail. He's like, I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, I'm like, "Well, we're new here. We haven't seen a jail. Just take us to the jail." He's like, look. He's like, "I'm young, you're young. Let me do you a favor. Just pay the fine here." And then I'm like, "No, we're not going to do this." So he gets on his phone. He's like, "Oh yeah, comandante, like commander." And I'm translating to my friends. I'm like, "Listen, he is pretending to talk to his commander right now." He's like, "Mira, comandante." I'm like, "Let me talk to the comandante." He's like, No. And then he's like, finally, he's like, listen. He's like, "You sure you want to go to jail?" I'm like, yeah, we'll go to jail." He's like, "All right, let's go." So he gets onto his motorcycle, and we're driving to jail. And I'm like, man, I really bluffed too hard this time. Like, he called my bluff. So then he stops me like 2 blocks down. Like, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. He stops 2 blocks down. He's like, "You sure you want to do this?" And I have a choice here. I could double down, or I could fold like a little bitch. So I said, all right, we'll go to jail. He's like, "All right, just go, just get out of here." So Now, the last day in Dominican Republic, I'm done. I'm fed up with this. It's 1 in the morning. I'm going to sleep. But Hamdan Azhar, he's still trying to go out. So I get a call while I'm sleeping from Hamdan's phone. And I see the phone ring. I'm like, no, I'm not picking that up. I see it again ring, third time, fourth time. And finally, I'm like, fuck that guy. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, Hamdan, what happened? He's like, look, man, I got pulled over. And the first thing they said is, where's your friend? It's the guys from the first night. I'm like, I'm like, all right, let me talk to him. So the guy's like, look, he made it illegal, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, man. I said, I know what you want. I said, I know what you want. Tu quiero un regalo. See, you want a gift, right? You want a gift. And this officer's like, no quiero. Like, I don't know why he's getting like all, ugh. So then he gives Hamdan back the phone. He gives Hamdan back his license. And Hamdan is like, I don't know what you said to him. He looks really messed up. I feel bad for him, man. He's like, oh my God, he's driving away. He's just leaving. And then I asked myself, here's the moral of the story, right? The Aesop moral of the story. I asked myself, I said, why did I go so hard on that officer? Because what did I have to lose? Just Hamdan Azhar. Thank you.